Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for February 15th, 2016. For your Monday, we're going to have some snow that's going to be moving in here very early. I do think most of this starts off as snow across our coverage area today. This is going to be a very messy storm where we're going to have an area of low pressure that's developing down here in the Gulf states, or in the northern Gulf states. It's right down here. All this precipitation here is out ahead of it, and this is going to be moving up north toward our coverage area today. We'll start everywhere, even in Delaware here in the southern areas. We'll start off as snow. Back to DC and Baltimore will start off as snow as well. And then that will start moving up to the north here. As you go to the next frame here, this area of low pressure is now, once it gets over eastern Tennessee, will probably be the heaviest point of snow for these areas right here. Once you're going to start increasing the precipitation rates, and that's going to be as we head into later in the afternoon and the evening today. Again, this is going to start as early as the morning for areas in the south here, but I think it holds off to around noon or thereabout for areas further north. But it will get a little bit heavier as this precipitation is going to start increasing. At the point at which it gets heavier here, I think you get some pretty good rates of snow before it goes over then to sleet and freezing rain. You're going to have this area of low pressure, again, moving in from the deep south, is going to eventually take a track, I think, just northwest of 995, something like this, and head up in this direction like this. What that's going to do is keep this whole entire area around the area of low pressure is going to be rain, and then we're going to have the heaviest snow confined to this area right here, which is just to the very extreme northwest part of our coverage area, or just outside of our coverage area here. So that's where the heaviest snow is going to be. But you can see what's happening here. You got the sleet and freezing rain that's going to move in from south and north here and replace the snow that's in existence, and then we're going to eventually change those areas over to rain as well. So here 6 hours later, you're looking at sleet, freezing rain, and rain. Rain has already taken over areas further to the south, but it's not going to be like it's going to be incredibly warm. But we are on the warm side of the system here. Here's this area of low pressure. Again, you're on this side of the system here. You're going to get that warm air advection and rain. There's no cold air locked in here to keep this an all snow event. So there is no chance that happens. And this area of low pressure, like we said, is going to track over eastern Pennsylvania. That is a very warm track, and then the heaviest snow is going to be confined to the western side of this system. Once it pulls away here, we are going to have a changeover, we think, back to snow across northeastern PA, maybe north central PA. So our greatest accumulations, we think, are going to be up in those areas here. We're going to have, you can look at our first call map, our final call map that we have on the weather alerts page that has this denoted here. But most areas for the further south are going to be generally anywhere south of I-95 is going to be about a coating to 1 inch, maybe a little bit northwest on I-95 as well. Then we have a 1 to 3 inch area in the middle, a 2 to 4 inch area up here, and back in this area here towards central PA is a 3 to 5 inch plus area. It's going to be dependent on how long that holds on to snow, but I do think you get some mixing and even a change of rain even in the far northwest areas. So we'll keep an eye on that today as well. But it is going to start as snow today. Some areas in the morning between 7 a.m. and noon from south to north. And then that'll be it. That little kicker system that was pushing this thing out of the picture is now going to be remaining weak and not give us any precipitation here. It looks like once we get here on Wednesday, you see another system coming in, falling apart as it moves southeast. This is going to have a very weak cold front with it, but this here is losing steam as it moves southeast, and so is the cold front. So not expecting anything but a dry frontal passage. This would be overnight. Wednesday night here into early Thursday. You can see this just falls apart here. What that's going to do is give you Thursday, high pressure is going to move in behind it. You're going to have a nice day, but below normal temperatures here for one day on Thursday, and then we go back above. Actually, call it near normal here on Friday, and then we have another cold front that's going to come through. Or a warm front and then a weak cold front come through. This, I think, is going to bring a shower or two in the overnight period on Friday night, maybe even into very early Saturday morning. But then this does nothing to really lower temperatures. As a matter of fact, the temperatures go up this weekend. Well, Saturday and Sunday, expecting temperatures to get into the upper 40s to near 50 degrees over many locations in our coverage area. So a very warm weekend coming up after we are just, which is the opposite of this past weekend that has been so cold. Temperatures were struggling to get out of the teens across the majority of our coverage area here this weekend. We'll have the polar opposite as we head to next weekend. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for February 15th, 2016. Have a great Monday.